Hi friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about MailHog specifically and how to connect it with your Keycloak. Right, so what is MailHog? MailHog is basically a server that allows you to receive emails, right? So mostly for development purposes, right? So it has the SMTP ports and it has the HTTP ports where like you can read emails, right? So this is how you get started on the Mac. You can reinstall MailHog. And then once you've done that, you can look for um, SMTP, right? And then HTTP server. So I can copy 8025 and then open to 8025 where I get to find my MailHog server, right? So on Keycloak, you can have different installation, right? So if you're running on metals, bare metals, which is you using the bin, you can just KC is sh start dev. You can run this command to run your Keycloak, and then it's going to run Keycloak on port 8080, and then I can enter my username and password. Then in the settings, in the RAM settings, I go to email. I have to enter my email, display name, all the required stuff, right? I need to enter the hosts. I can enter as localhost, and then the SMTP port, which is defined in MailHog here, 1025. So the SMTP port is what we put over here, and then we can access on the HTTP port 8025. So I'm going to run test connection. And as you can see, I've received another email test connection. I can run another one, and I have another email, right? I can delete everything. And that is how it is. You don't have to log in or anything. This is just for development purposes, right? So the same way, we can run MailHog using Docker Compose, right? On Docker. And I'm going to do that by cding into, I have a folder on my desktop called Keycloak. So this is it. So you can quickly look at it. This is the image for MailHog on Docker. And there's the image for Keycloak. And as you can see, it runs two ports. This is the HTTP port. Sorry, the HTTP port is this, and this is the SMTP ports, which are mapped to the following ports: 1026 and 8026. Right. And Keycloak runs on port 8080, which has also been mapped to 8084. Right. So I'm just going to run by saying Docker compose app. Now the two should be running. I have MailHog running on 8026. And then I have, yeah. Right, so I'm just going to go to 8026, localhost 8026. And then this is my MailHog server running with no messages, right? So now if I run Keycloak from the Docker Compose file, which is now 8084, right? I can enter my username and password, admin, and then go on my RAM settings, go on my email, enter my email, and this time around, I can't put localhost over here because internally, Docker won't be able to see localhost, but the name for for the service is MailHog. So I'm going to have to put MailHog over here and then put the internal port, which is the internal SMTP port is 1025, which is this. And then I save. Now I can test my connection. And it says email sent. So let's see. This is it. We get to see that we have an email sent, right? So this is how you set up your SMTP connection for local development on both Docker and then running on Metals. Okay, so like one other thing, you can run inside Docker and have it connected to your global installation, which is if you use Brew to install, right? So in that case, you will need your IP, right? So usually, if you're on a Mac, you use ifconfig to be able to get your IP address, or you can go on the Wi-Fi settings to be able to grab your IP address, and then you can drop your IP address where it says host, and it will equally work, right? That is all it is for MailHog. The next time you see me, I'm going to bring how to connect to Keycloak API using Node. And I'm also going to be talking about Hemchat, how to install Keycloak using the Hemchats. See you later in the next video. Don't forget to click like or subscribe. See you. Bye.